Hello, Facebook friends and family. Michelle here with Sacred Earth once again. Today I want to talk to you about the concept of abundance. So one of the things that we're going to be looking at in this next window of time is our abundance. So there's lots of energy around the idea of us coming more into an alignment with the abundance that's available to us. Just because there's abundance available doesn't mean we all come into alignment with it. So it's really taking the time to do some self-reflection and to take a good look at your life and see what are the things that are blocking you from experiencing this abundance that is your birthright. So today we're going to do an oracle card reading and touch a little bit on the astrology. So the first thing I'm going to do is look at the crystal deck, and we're asking for one of the crystals to come forward as a teacher to teach us about the concept of abundance and how we can remove the blockages that are keeping us from experiencing true abundance in our lives. So I'm starting to shuffle the deck here. Okay, let's see what comes up. We're asking for a crystal to come forward as a teacher to give us an overlying theme or message about the concept of abundance and removing the blockages that may be keeping us from experiencing and coming into alignment with abundance. Okay. Oh, okay. So we have the stone black tourmaline. This is a stone of protection. Okay, so black tourmaline is definitely a crystal that people should have in their crystal collections. Okay, it's one of those must-haves. And let's see if I have a little piece here. I have some crystals laid out here. So this is a real small piece, but this is black tourmaline. This is a polished piece. It tends to have these striated lines going through it. And the way that black tourmaline works is that it takes the energy and it transmutes the energy. So it doesn't necessarily repel it or block it away. It actually transmutes it and turns it into positive energy. So I had an experience once where I was pretty upset about something, and I went and grabbed my piece of black tourmaline and I sat down with it and I just closed my eyes and I got really quiet and went into like a little, meditation. And it was really interesting because I had this sensation of energy coming up through my arm, landing in my heart and sort of doing this poof thing. And I felt much calmer and much less frustrated with the thing that I was thinking about. So, these crystals are great supportive allies if we're open enough to actually work with them. And even if we don't have those sensory experiences where we're actually feeling the energy, we can still know that they're there bringing their supportive properties to us. Because if you have to look at everything in the universe as frequency. So whether you're working with food for healing, or if you're working with crystals, or if you're working with essential oils or whatever it is, or sound healing, everything carries a frequency. So when you introduce that frequency, the frequency of the crystals is more stable, and it entrains with your frequency that is not stable. It's always changing and moving, the human body. So your frequency has to entrain with the frequency of that crystal. And that's kind of the science behind it. That's how it works. So black tourmaline coming in terms of abundance is telling us that we need to transmute the lower vibrations. We need to really take a good look at the things that are holding us back, whether it's some negativity in our lives or whatever that is, and we need to take that and we need to transmute it. Energy cannot be destroyed; it can only change form. So that's the concept that that black tourmaline is teaching us. It's about transmutation. Okay, and transmuting those lower vibrations, those lower energies are really going to help us experience the abundance that is right in front of our eyes that we haven't been able to see. So black tourmaline. So that's a good one. I'm going to hold that one there. And all right, so let's go to another deck. Okay, I'm going to pull from the Earth Magic deck right now. So let me just give that a shuffle. And today we are looking at the idea or concept of abundance. And we are trying to get an understanding about how we can remove the blockages that are keeping us from experiencing the abundance that's available. So Earth Magic deck, let's see what you have to share with us today. Okay, pull a card from there. River, movement. Okay, so let's take a look at the river card. Let me put that right there. Okay, river. There's some glare. Let's see if you can see that. Beautiful, beautiful card. We see a beautiful river there. And the teaching that the Earth Magic deck is teaching us about is movement. So, well, when I look at this, what I'm getting is that it's telling us that we need to move out those emotional stuck energies that are keeping us from allowing that abundance to flow to us. So there has to be movement, and there's just a lot of this really stuck energy in the collective that is not allowing that abundance to come in. So I'm talking about blockages within the human physical form, within the heart chakra, within the lower chakras. And this energy needs to be moved out in order for us to really make room for what's coming, okay? Because we are constantly getting flooded with more and more upgrades, more and more light coming into this planet. And there's just this very strong message right now that those lower emotional energies, those stuck things need to be let go of. So, you know, things like, you know, ask yourself this question: what in your life needs forgiveness? What can you let go of? What can you forgive? And it's not just about forgiveness, but it's also about the fears. What are the fears that are holding you back? What are the fears that are keeping you in lack? And I've been picking up a lot lately on just this general feeling that so many people are just about to have a breakthrough, where they're about to move forward, but there's just something that's really holding them back. It's like heavy weights, and it's not allowing them to fully, you know, connect with these energies that are available. We have to let go and to allow Spirit to come in and bless us, to grace us. It's always available. It's always been there. It's just that it's our own emotional thought patterns, you know, energy blockages that are keeping this from flowing to us. So this is about movement, bringing in more movement, letting go of that emotional, stuck, stagnant energy. So drinking water, drinking lots and lots of water is going to, in fact, I have my water right here with me. So I'm going to take a drink right now. I definitely need to drink more water. But drinking water is really going to help move out the stuck energy out of your body on a physical level. Because if you don't get enough water, you're just recycling the old water through your body, and your body's not really it's not really, you know, purging out the toxins that are accumulating. And the toxins are emotional energy. So that water is really necessary. So movement on a physical level and movement on an emotional level. Okay, so let's pull from another one. Let's see, I have a selection of decks here. So I think I'll go to the Doreen Virtue Angel Tarot deck and see what comes up for that. Okay, we're asking, I had a card just fly out. Let me grab it for a minute. In fact, I'm just gonna pick the one that flew out. So oftentimes there's a reason why those cards fly out. So anyway, so, oh, interesting. Hold on one second. I'm gonna need my glasses and I don't see them handy. Oh, there they are. Okay, so this is the Dreamer, Archangel Metatron. A leap of faith, follow your dreams, unexpected opportunities. So again, the dreamer, taking that leap of faith. Again, letting go of the fears that are holding you back. Don't be afraid to dream. Dream big. That reminds me of one of the aspects that we're having in the astrology chart right now. And there is very much this energy. If you look here at the chart, we have, oops, we're getting a little glare there. Hold on. Oops, looking at the wrong part of the chart. Okay, here we are. We have Jupiter in Sagittarius. So that one is definitely about, following our dreams, dreaming big, expanding. It is making a square to Neptune right there. And Neptune is about dreams. Square aspects are lessons. So it's not this easy kind of energy where dreaming big is just going to automatically just bring in like magic what we want. But yet we are still encouraged to do so, keeping in mind that there is a lesson there and a teaching. So don't be afraid to dream. We are being encouraged to follow a creative path, to be creative, and to allow that creativity to bring forth more abundance. Just let go. Dream something. Keeping in mind that we are dealing with a lot of other energies that are requiring us to be somewhat realistic. So proceed cautiously, but do it. Nobody can stop you from thinking the thoughts that you want to think. You are in charge. So even if it's just existing in the ethers and you have this dream or something swirling in your imagination, allow that energy to just flow. And when the time is right, you will bring forward that creativity, that energy, that when the time is right, it'll be there. And it will bring more abundance. Okay, so don't be afraid to dream and dream big. Okay, let's see. There are unexpected opportunities coming, and when the time is right and when those opportunities come, you'll be poised and ready for whatever it is that you want to create in this world. Creation is an act of your free will and your sovereignty. So exercise your free will, exercise your sovereignty, because the world there is an agenda on this planet to keep people sort of stuck in a routine, and one of the ways they're doing that is through technology, and as spiritual beings, we are here incarnated in flesh on this planet to exercise our free will. So do it, exercise it. This is how you reclaim your soul. This is how you bring back the lost parts of yourself. Okay? I feel like I'm preaching, but I just got to speak what I have in me. So, all right, this is the Goddess deck. Goddess Guidance Oracle cards. I just picked it up automatically without thinking. So this is the next deck that's up. We're talking about abundance today. So what do the goddesses have to say about our potential to be graced with abundance? Okay, let's see. Oh, this is really interesting. Okay. I've been thinking about this a lot this morning, this concept. Okay. Go outside. Where is it? Yeah, go outside. You see that? Cordella is the goddess. And she says, you have been indoors too long. Go outside and get some fresh air. Okay? So the thing about this is that there is an infinite amount of abundance available here on Mother Earth. So this is about connecting with nature, connecting with the earth herself. And one of the things I was thinking about this morning is that, in the winter months, we tend to stay indoors quite a bit. And we've had a colder winter than we've normally had. We've had more rain, we've had more cold, more chill. And, it tends to keep us inside. And then our feet aren't actually touching the earth. We're not actually getting that fresh air and connecting with the trees and that kind of thing. So that kind of connection with the outdoors, grounding ourselves, letting our feet touch the earth, that brings a tremendous amount of abundance to us. So abundance that is found in nature, abundance that is found in fresh foods that helps to purify and cleanse our bodies. So we're not even talking about money here. We're just talking about, connecting with something that's authentic. Our thoughts and our dreams are connecting with nature, connecting with the outdoors. So I was just realizing this morning how much I miss my outdoor time, that I haven't quite gotten as much this year as I normally do. And it's time to definitely get outside and breathe in some fresh air and even let the rain hit your face. It's just a really nurturing energy to connect with the outside. It cleans your energy field. It cleans your auric field. It creates positive, or healthful ionization within your body. We want the negative ions. We don't want the positive ions, okay? So when we're not grounding ourselves, we're not actually connecting with the negative ionization that we need. And then we accumulate too many positive ions in our body, and this creates this very, erratic, sort of stressful feeling, and it definitely does not create health within the body. So really important to connect with outside. Get outside, even if it's cold out. Just do what you can, even if it's just a little short walk, or even just sticking your feet in the cold grass outside. We don't have snow here, so we can do that. So get outside. That abundance is really important. Connecting with the earth, connecting with Earth Mother is going to help nourish us, okay? All right, let me go to another one. So let's see. This one is the animal deck. So I'm going to pull a card from the animal deck. Let's see what the animal deck has to say. Okay, we're asking and inquiring about how we can remove blockages that are going to help us with our creation of abundance in our lives, and removing any blockages that are keeping us from experiencing this grace. Okay. Ooh, hummingbird. Love it. Okay. And the card says, turn away from infidelity so that love may blossom. Okay. And I'm just looking at hummingbird. Okay. And infidelity, what is that? I think of it as like not being true to yourself, not being faithful to yourself. So the hummingbird is a symbol of joy. Okay. So this is something I was thinking actually before I started this reading today, was one of the things that we need to work on. It's just my own, intuition sort of speaking through me, is that we need to work on joy. We need to experience more joy. And so, we all have times in our life where things can get kind of heavy and stressful, especially if you're working a lot or you're taking care of your kids. And joy is such an important, let me stress this again, experiencing joy is so important on this journey. Okay, because when you experience joy, you create sort of this attraction energy that brings more to you, okay? And I will tell you, the times where I have felt the most joy, and usually they've been when I've been outside in nature. So that kind of goes with the other card. Those are the times where I have felt the most abundance. It hasn't been, when I've acquired any kind of financial money or anything like that, because it's about the heart. And when I connect with nature and I connect outside and I connect with the Divine Mother, the Earth Mother, my heart just expands. And all of those experiences have been out in nature. They have been in places like up in Mount Shasta. They have been Costa Rica. A tremendous amount of abundance can be experienced in places like that. Like, what do you need when you're in a place like that? A bathing suit? You don't need much, because there's so much abundance out there to be had. Beautiful trees, nice climate, But even in places where there's snow, you can experience the beauty and the abundance that's around you. It's rich. This is a rich, rich planet we live on, and there's so much beauty. That's where your true abundance is going to be found, in connecting with nature, and connecting with the outside, and connecting with healthful food, putting good food in your body, healthy food that's going to heal your body. And even like if everything is stripped from you, let's say, you pretty much lost everything tomorrow, but you had a little bit of money to invest in something. If you invested it in your physical health, you would be rich. So there's nothing more important than the body, the physical body. So connect with the earth. I'm thinking of another experience out in when I went to Arkansas. So that was a really fun experience too. And another thing too is a lot of these experiences out in nature that feel so abundant, they have a mystical quality to them. And so this is where I've experienced most of my mystical experiences. And those mystical experiences make me feel completely abundant. So anyway, something to think about: joy, laughter, just connecting with anything that brings you joy. If it's, painting, or, running outside, or, whatever it is, do those dancing, do those joyful things. Drumming is a really healthy, really great thing to do for your body, mind, and spirit. Joy, joy, joy. And I even was thinking of crystals about that bring joy before we started. So I just intuitively put out all my crystals here just so I'd have access to them. So one of them is this Dalmatian stone. Okay, Dalmatian stone is a stone that can help bring joy, and it also balances your masculine and feminine energies, because you can see it has both colors present within it. I think it's interesting that I'm even wearing this shirt today. It has sort of like two colors running through it, the black and the gray. So it even reminds me of the lines in the somehow my shirts somehow match the theme that I'm working on. I've noticed this in some of my videos, but even that striated theme with the black tourmaline. So you see how synchronicity sort of brings this all together. So trust your intuitions, trust your synchronicities. But yeah, so all right, so I'm gonna pull, let's see, which one haven't I pulled from. I'm gonna pull from the Angels of Abundance deck. I'm gonna pull a card from there. Okay, we're asking about abundance today, and what do people know, or what do people need to know about acquiring more abundance, feeling abundant. And let's see what this Angels of Abundance deck has to say. Okay. Shuffle this up a little bit. Give it a little more. Okay. Let me pull a card from here. Hold on, mixing it up just a little more. Partnership. Okay, so that's interesting too, because I was thinking about partnership before we started here. So partnership, okay? Allow healthful, supportive partnerships into your personal life and career, and both parties benefit as a result. You are receiving help from heaven and from a person who brings needed skills and resources. So again, it just mirrors the thoughts that I was having before this reading about what abundance is, and I was completely thinking about partnerships. So when we open our hearts, because true abundance is manifested through the heart, and when our heart is all blocked up, we pretty much are just saying no to all those potential things that can come to us. And there might be a reason why we're saying no during particular periods of our life, because we do need to be ready for the right partnership. Partnerships can be romantic in nature, of course, but they could also be business partnerships. They could also be friendships. They could be creative projects. So, but partnership is going to enhance our lives. Okay, so being connected with others. So sometimes we have this feeling, or this sort of, you could call it a blockage, I guess, that we need to go it alone. We need to do everything alone, you know. And I am so guilty of this, you know. And I have a few aspects in my own astrology chart that point to that, you know, doing it alone kind of energy. And you know, though the seeds of that are planted at a very young age. And just speaking for myself, I know one of the reasons why I have felt the need to go it alone at times in my life. And you know, a lot of it is to avoid disappointment. And you know, now I'm getting personal. To avoid disappointment. But you know, it's also a little bit of pride, not wanting to accept help, you know, just this sort of like energy of like wanting to feel sufficient, self-sufficient. But these sort of, you know, attitudes, they can block the energy from flowing to you. So, and then also sometimes we allow partnerships that are not in our best interest. Okay, so we, yeah, it's this feeling of not being deserving. Okay, so you have to know that you are absolutely deserving of having supportive friendships, relationships, that you are absolutely worthy of having good. You don't need to settle for less than what you deserve. So just be discerning and keep, you know, an open mind about what types of partnerships you're letting in. Okay, not all partnerships are going to be in your best interest, but when you align with that is in alignment with truth and with what spirit wants to grace you with, what the universe is ready to bless you with, when you come into alignment with that, then it's there. It's always been there. It has never not been there. It's just that we get out of alignment with what is truly going to bring us abundance. Okay? All right. So partnership, having good supportive partnerships is definitely part of your abundance. Okay? Let's see. Is there anything else? I think we're good. So let me see. I know I put them out of order a little bit. I like to put them back in order. So let me just do that really quickly. I think I got this right. Let's see. Well, close enough. All right. So the first card was black. There we go. Black tourmaline. Okay. So black tourmaline is teaching us about transmuting the energies that are the lower energies that are not serving our highest good, so that those blockages can be removed. River is telling us that there has to be movement, that we have to drink clean, pure water, that we have to remove the emotional blockages that are keeping us from experiencing true abundance that is there. It's just our own energetic blockages that need to be removed. So take a good look at your emotions. Ask yourself this question, you know, what emotional patterns have kept me stuck in my life? Look back over time. Journal about it. And then we have the dreamer, and the dreamer is saying, go big, you know, think up some good dreams. Use your creativity. You know, let's see, hold on one second. Yeah, take a leap of faith. I was looking for that little phrase. Take a leap of faith. You know, dream it. Don't be afraid to dream big, okay? And go outside, connect with nature, eat healthy, good, fresh food that is of a high vibration. Get your feet in the earth. Let the wind and the rain hit your body. Get those negative ions that are going to create health within your body, okay? So joy, okay? Experience joy. Seek out the experiences that are going to bring you joy, whether it's some fun activity, a nice hike, or whatever it is that you like to do, and really align with the vibration of joy. Laugh. bring more laughter into your life. Let go of the over seriousness, okay? And partnership. Be open to partnerships, to aligning and meeting up with the right people, those that are good for you, and be discerning in your partnerships as well. So there has to be some discernment when it comes to that, okay? So these are all the things that are going to bring you abundance. And what it comes down to is you opening your heart, okay? It is the heart that is the channel for abundance. Opening that heart, doing the soul searching that is needed, and letting that abundance come through. Okay, so that spirit can bless you. All right. Well, I thank you for joining me today. And just so you know, I have a healing practice called Sacred Earth. And in my practice, I do energy work. I also do Reiki certification. So I am a Reiki master. I am an Ayurvedic practitioner. I am a crystal healer and a yoga instructor. So if you are interested in my services, I can do services over Skype. I do chart readings. I do oracle card readings. I tend to combine those two things together, and I am available for readings. So thank you very much for joining me today.